Professor Lu, can you address that same question about the implications for the Chinese government's trade strategy in Asia?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, of course, for the invitation. It's quite an honor to be here with you and Professor Ross on this important issue. For me, the thing about China and its trade strategy in Asia, I think I could maybe characterize in the following aspects. The first one is, of course, we should note that Asia is always the priority region for China in negotiating free trade agreements for the past several decades. The first one China ever signed as a FTA was with ASEAN, and one of the key players in this RCEP. And if you look at the list of 21 FTAs that up to now China has signed, including RCEP, 12 are in Asia. So that means the importance of Asia in China's foreign trade strategy. The second thing is that RCEP, of course, so which means that RCEP will strengthen China's the presence in the Asia as its priority region. The second thing is that it will upgrade China's trade strategy in Asia, because if you look at the details of the RCEP, you will see that many things that was not with China now is the case with China. The first thing is that the ASEAN, which is one of the top trading partner of China, has expanded the tariff-free products coverage to China, included some new sectors like automobiles and components, or motorcycles, chemicals, electronics, and steel products. So these are the strengths of China's export. Of course, it also helped China by adding Japan to the list of Chinese free trade partner. And of course, in many sectors, including equipment, electronics, chemicals, that both countries, China and Japan, will reduce or eliminate the tariff bilaterally. It also consolidated the Chinese trading rules with all RCEP partners on many aspects, so which will reduce the so-called spaghetti bowl, in particular on the rules of origin, which is a highlight of the RCEP. And of course, it will also help China in expanding its imports, which is right now balanced against exports of China, become a kind of a second component of China's strategy, which is helpful. And also it will help consolidate this kind of a global value chain or regional value chain within Asia and Pacific area, and where China is playing a leading role together with Japan and Korea. So if you look at the products traded there, you will see a lot of products are traded back and forth between RCEP countries, which will, of course, be further consolidated. Services also a highlight where China have made substantial commitments in many sectors, including financial sector, telecommunications, and others, which of course are some of the areas which China didn't do much in the past. And also one highlight of RCEP is that the opening of service sector is done in positive list, but will be transferred into negative list in 6 years' time, so which will provide even greater certainty on that. The last point is that many things, including RCEP or strengthening RCEP, which will be important for China to push its domestic reform, including intellectual property, and e-commerce, competition, government procurement. And government procurement is for the first time that in the FTA China ever signed, and small and prices, so on and so forth. So those I think will be really important for China's presence in Asia in terms of its trade strategy. I'll stop here. Thank you.